So good morning.
Good morning.
Before I introduce our chairman of the board and Neil Amin, I would like to make some comments. And my name, for those of you that don't know me, is John Vitolkis. I'm the Henrico County Manager. And I simply want to begin this morning by saying one word, and that is wow. You know, you think about what this property was a number of years ago and where we are now as a county and as a community, and the partnerships that it took to make all of this happen, and we're not done yet. So we're along Interstate 95 in the shadow of the Henrico Sports and Event Center to celebrate the opening of the Residence Inn by Marriott, Glen Allen, the first of two new hotels by Shamin Hotels. Bonvoy property, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Bonvoy. Get your points while you can. So, and given the package schedule of the Sports and Event Center and the convenience of being right next door, you can bet those hotels are going to be plenty busy, as are the restaurants that are coming. This is a great day for our county and our region. It's a great day for tourism and the opportunities, jobs, and other economic benefits that tourism provides. It's also a great day to celebrate the extraordinary things we can accomplish as a community when we have great vision, tremendous partners, and flawless execution. So I do want to recognize a number of folks that are here, and I'm probably going to fail miserably at not recognizing some others. But I want to, our chairman of the board, Reverend Roscoe Cooper is here, Dan Schmidt, Jody Rogish, and Misty Roundtree from the Board of Supervisors are here. We have Catherine O'Donnell from Richmond Region Tourism that is here. We have representatives from the Martin Rubenstein from the airport. We have the Amin family, obviously all of the builders and those involved with the project. We have our EDA board that is here, members of the board. We have our EDA director and sports and events SEA staff that are here, and staff that work the Henrico Sports and Event Center. So a few years ago, our board saw an opportunity to capture indoor sports as part of our sports tourism program. And I'll never forget, we went into a work session and we went into closed session, and we had a development team that was there with us, led by Rebke and Rob Hargett. And we told the board, look, we want to buy an old dilapidated mall. Dan, you were there. And a couple of them said, you want to do what? And it didn't take long to convince the board. And then as soon as we started as a county with Rebke working on that property, Neil, you were involved in those conversations directly. I mean, think about the redevelopment that has occurred in this corridor. Think about everything that is happening in this portion of our county in the Fairfield Magisterial District. I am not going to steal your thunder. We are not going to announce Best Products Reimagined today, but stay tuned because that is coming. Simply absolutely remarkable with effort what may be possible. You know, and I mentioned Neil Amin, but the reality is, Neil, you and your family, what you have done for this region and our county has simply been transformational. And it is with intent, it is with remarkable business planning that you are able to succeed and continue to succeed. And I dare say to all of you, we're not done yet. So once again, let me conclude by saying wow. And at this point, turn over the program to our chair, Reverend Roscoe Cooper. Sir?
Thank you so much, Mr. Manager. Thank you and good afternoon and welcome to everyone. I want to welcome you personally to the Fairfield Magisterial District. The manager didn't say it, but he always says it. Fairfield is on fire. Almost exactly 2 years ago, we gathered here to celebrate the continued transformation of the Virginia Center Commons area by breaking ground on 2 hotels. Today we're back to cut the ribbon of the first hotel, this beautiful Residence Inn by Marriott Glen Allen. And I would again congratulate Ms. Neil Shamin from Shamin Hotels and recognize the job they've done. Can we please give them a hand today? He told me they opened Thursday and they were sold out for the weekend.
That's right.
We're so excited about the new tax revenue that this property is bringing. Ever since we opened the Henrico Sports and Events Center in late 2023, visitation to this area has been nonstop. Thanks to Dennis Bickmeyer and the hardworking team at the Henrico Sports and Entertainment Authority, this center attracted 600,000 guests last year alone. That includes scores of repeat customers and universal rave reviews. With its easy access, as the manager alluded to Interstate 95, this area has become the place to play, as thousands of families and visitors and coaches across the Mid-Atlantic region can attest to that. Now, with the addition of this wonderful hotel and another one coming soon, this area will be the place to stay. I told the manager, I'm so glad that we took 110 rooms from Hanover. Amen. I'm being very serious. If you can remember what this area looked like, and I'm kind of nostalgic. I used to work at the Finish Line shoe store in Virginia Center Commons. And so it hurt me to see the mall go. But if you can remember what this mall looked like just a few years ago, we had what was left of VCC, a traditionally 1980s shopping mall surrounded by large, empty, broken parking lots. Talk about transformation. We've now got the Sports and Events Center, hotels, housing, restaurants, and other businesses. And there's more to come. To the west of us along the Woodman Road, we're wrapping up the second phase of development for the Glover Park. We're building the Fall Line Trail as soon as Garden City Connector Trail to expand recreational opportunities between Lakeside and the county line. To the south, we're extending the Magellan Parkway to connect Brook Road corridor across I-95. That's prime investment. This wider portion of Glen Allen has all the makings of major sports tourism destination and district. In 2024, visitors to our county accounted for a whopping $1.92 billion in economic activity, as well as nearly 10,500 jobs, with a combined payroll of $628 million. And with the Sports and Events Center packed with events and new hotels coming online, we will certainly see those numbers continue to climb. Thank you all very much for being here today. Now I'd like to pass the mic to the man himself, Mr. Neil Shamin. Come on, let's welcome him.
Thank you, Supervisor Cooper, and thank you all for joining us today on this momentous occasion. You know, when we planned this event, I don't think rain was in the forecast, but as we like to tell brides when they have weddings at our hotels, rain brings good luck. You know, given by this past weekend, I'm not sure this hotel needs any luck, as well as it's done so far. You know, I drove by over the weekend, and it was amazing to see volleyball players intermingle with people that are attending VCU graduation, people out in the parking lots practicing. I almost wonder, should we be wearing ties or jerseys when we're here? You know, I think we have to join in the fun. It's such an amazing atmosphere, and it's been extremely successful. But, you know, I think we all know that Henrico has a proven track record of success, right? And that's the reason that we're standing here today, opening our 82nd hotel, but most importantly, our 22nd hotel in Henrico. I had to actually count all the hotels this morning to make sure I got the number right. But thank you for all your support. And you know, that represents over $500 million of investment in Henrico County. We've invested more money in Henrico County than any other jurisdiction in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And you know, we're not done yet. We have Midtown 64 coming online in Supervisor Smith's district. We're excited about that. That's another $500 million investment and many other projects. So thank you again for all of your support. And you know, it takes a strong partnership, as you all know, to do this. And many of you may not know that we really began our partnership with Henrico probably 30 years ago. I still remember when I was in high school, probably in the mid-90s, I went with my father to go visit Sidney Gunst in Innsbruck, in his office in Innsbruck on the lake. And he wanted to build a hotel in Innsbruck when it was farmland. And we managed to at least get that moving. And then my cousin Jay spearheaded that project and opened that hotel in 1998. And really since then, it's been just a tremendous partnership. And it takes a strong board of supervisors, and the board here has done such an amazing job advocating for the community. And that has really resulted in a tremendous quality of life for all Henrico residents. And as someone who lives in Henrico, I've seen firsthand how the board and how, of course, the county staff takes care of its own. County Manager Vitokis and his team have been tremendous stewards of the county's resources, which has resulted in Henrico being a model community that has been admired really by the rest of the country. So I congratulate you for all of your leadership and stewardship. Thank you so much. Now, turning our attention to this development, it's just amazing, as Supervisor Cooper said, you had a vision, right? And then you had bold plans. But most importantly, you took bold action. Many times plans sit on the shelves, but not in Henrico. And so again, I congratulate you on delivering on your promises. We are so happy to be a neighbor here to help you attract visitors, athletes, parents, really the best and brightest across the country. We talked about BCU Trends having their conference here. So it's not just about sports. And of course, as Supervisor Cooper said, tax revenue, right? That's the goal as well. So, it's going to be a tremendous partnership. I also want to, of course, thank our Shamin associates, right, who have done the hard work here and have really built this amazing hotel. It starts with, I'll mention Suhail Arora, our Regional Director of Operation. He's about to enter his 25th year here at Shamin Hotels. He's been with us 25 years. And there's many others at Shamin Hotels that have really set the foundation for this great company. We have Omar Ansari, who is our Director of Capital Projects. He's been here last few weeks, making sure that this hotel meets the high Shamin standards and the high Marriott standards. And, Suhail lives in Henrico. Omar, I see some townhomes here that you may want to go check out, because I know you want to move to Henrico as well. But, we're embedded in this community is what I'm saying, right? And we love it so much, and we're happy to give back as much as possible. And then I'll just end by saying, of course, I want to thank our 3,000 plus Shamin associates that work in our hotels each and every day. Many of you are here today. I'll ask you to please join me, come to the front as I talk about all of your great accomplishments. But, you really are the face of our company, right? And I would say that we have entrusted our associates with our most important asset, which is our reputation. Right? And year after year, our associates continue to provide the passionate service that raises our company to new heights and continues to enable us to reinvest in our community. So again, I want to give them a big round of applause, please. So with that, I would ask everyone to come join us for the ribbon cutting. We can make it official. Yeah. Yes, of course, Dean and Thomas Builders, who are the contractors here, have done an amazing job here, and many other projects in the county as well.